What's up everybody, and welcome back to Weekly Retro Stuff, where we bring you a brief highlight of cool things going on in the retro video game communities. Last week I had to finish my video a little bit early, so I missed a ton of things that happened near the later end of the week. Trying to hit those things now. There's a ton of stuff that happened while I was gone, so let's just jump right into it. One of my favorite games as a kid was Jaws on the NES. It wasn't a game I owned, but I used to try to rent it as often as I could. I had no idea what I was doing in the game or why sometimes I would end up underwater, but those sections were my favorite. Just swimming around as the diver and shooting things and collecting shells. I don't know, it just felt fun to play. Like I didn't need to have an end goal. I was just having a fun time. What was a game that you played a lot as a kid that maybe you had no idea how to beat it, but you just liked playing it? About 8 months ago, a streamer and runner who goes by Zero the 14th took the any percent world record in Jaws on the NES from Slackinator with a time of 3 minutes, 6 seconds, and 460 milliseconds. But before all this happened, there was another world record holder. That runner is SpaceColonizer. SpaceColonizer did a ton of really cool stuff for this game, and they were the very first runner to ever achieve a 3.0x time, which is a big deal. Another big deal, they recently returned to the game. And on April 10th, 2023, they did this.
Oh! We gotta do a frame count, baby!
The run was frame counted to be a 3 minute, 5 second, and 944 millisecond time, beating the world record by a little over half a second and becoming the very first ever 3.05. Huge congrats to SpaceColonizer. This game is highly optimized, so it was no easy task. The real question is, what are they gonna do next? What game would you like to see them run? After running Super Ghouls and Ghosts for a bit, TheRetroRunner made his return to Ninja Gaiden on the NES. This time, it was to explore the low percent category. Most people are familiar with the any percent categories because, well, it's the fastest. In any percent, you can use any legal tools at your disposal to get the fastest time possible. But games usually have more than just the any percent category. The low percent category in Ninja Gaiden means you can only use Ryu's sword to kill enemies. Sub-weapons in Ninpo can be picked up as long as you don't use it to kill enemies. And there are two items that'll instantly rip your run, those being the time stop and the health pickups. If you accidentally get those,
reset, short mash, and clunk.
The TheRetroRunner only planned on running low percent for a short period of time, but a streamer and runner who goes by Lucky Yump put out a bounty. He gave the TheRetroRunner 2 weeks to get the world record, and in return, he would give the TheRetroRunner $100. So of course, he had to try. After just 11 days of playing, the TheRetroRunner was already within 1 second of the world record. But that's when it started to actually feel like a grind. Staying focused, he continued to push, and on April 15th, 2023, history was made.
That's gonna do it! There it is! There it is! Let's see it. 12:11. There it is. There it is.
The timer shows 12:11:08, but it was frame counted to be a 12:10, which beat the world record by 5 seconds. There's still some time on the table, but the TheRetroRunner says he's done with the low percent category. Instead, he's gonna head back to the any percent category and try to lower his world record over there. He's also been taking a break and just having fun playing Bucky O'Hare and other speedruns. He also did say good luck to anybody who tries to beat this record because the low percent category is not easy.
It's over.
The 5th annual Pizza Time event is coming up, and this year they're planning 3 full days of speedruns. Usually this event is all about Ninja Turtles, but this year they're opening it up to more than just turtle stuffs. The event is planned to go down June 2nd through June 4th, with each day having its own theme. Day 1 is being called Ninja Day, where people can submit runs from any ninja-themed game. That means games like Ninja Gaiden, Shinobi, Tenchu, and more. If the game has to do with ninjas, it's worth submitting. Day 2's theme is Turtle Friends. That means if there's ever been a crossover between Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and a character in one of the games that you run, then you can submit it. That means games like Batman, Power Rangers, Sonic. You get the idea. The Turtles have hung out with a bunch of different characters. And Day 3 is all about the usual TMNT amazingness that we all know and love. There's also going to be a tournament for Shredder'S Revenge and TMNT No Out of Bounds % tournament on the NES. To make things even more interesting, the Sacred Oils, makers of some of the best NES controllers money can buy, is donating 2 controllers to the No Out of Balance % race. They posted on their Twitter account about it as well, stating, "If you've considered learning the TMNT speedrun, there's going to be some incentive on the line. I'm putting up 1 controller as a prize to the winner, and 1 more to the rookie with the fastest PB by the end of the tournament. Whether you want to sign up for a spot, join the races, or simply enjoy the festivities, all the links you'll need are in the description." There's even a tutorial for TMNT on the NES. I'm so ready for this event, and I look forward to seeing all of you there, and hopefully, a bunch of you are going to join the TMNT race. You have until May 7th to sign up, and the full schedule is going to be released May 14th, and you can watch the event live on the GG Speedruns Twitch channel. The any % category of Super Mario Bros. On the NES is one of the most optimized runs on pretty much anything. Well, anything as far as I know, but I could be wrong. What do you think the most optimized speedrun is? The 454 is a highly sought after time due to how much precision and dedication it takes to even get there. There are very few people who have achieved it, but on April 13th, something insane happened.
AK, that's, oh my god! AK! Yes! Yes!
A streamer and runner named Trio5 was able to get a 4-minute, 54-second, and 864 millisecond time. And if that's not crazy enough, a streamer named JS Carbo99 also joined the 454 club with a time of 4 minutes, 54 seconds, and 964 milliseconds.
80, baby! 80! Let's go!
That means that now, 5 people have the 454 time. Yeah, 5 people out of the 1,539 runners on the any % category. The game currently has 74 active runners, so how long is it going to be until somebody else joins the group? Castlevania is one of the NES games that I'd really love to actually sit down and learn the speedrun for. A streamer and runner named SHREDDER'S has been putting a ton of work into the game. Their first time submitted to speedrun.com was on September 6, 2020, with a 14:12. Over the past couple years, they've continued improving their time, and on April 17th, they got another huge PB.
Oh, yes! Yes! That's the Wiener Party PB. Let's go.
The run was frame counted to be an 11:01 in 900 millisecond time. That put them on the podium in 3rd place. In the note of their run, they wrote this: "Went for glory on the 17 scroll glitch and missed it, costing the sub 11, but saved the PB with a very good drag fight. They were dangerously close to becoming only the 3rd person ever to achieve a sub 11 time in Castlevania. In a recent video, I covered Triskelion, who was the 2nd person ever. The question is, who's going to be next? Could SHREDDE'S pull it off, or could someone else be next? There's also another runner who goes by Skippy who's been putting in a ton of work as well. It's a very exciting time to be hunting vampires." Thank you all so much for hanging out with me. My name is Stuff is Stuff, and this has been episode 34 of Weekly Retro Stuff. And don't forget, this Saturday, Retrothon is starting. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can reference the video and check it out. It's going to be well worth a watch. I can only cover so many things, so be sure you're checking out the ticker at the bottom. There's a lot of other information in there. Congrats to everybody who's pulling out new PBs, pushing times down. I love you all, and I'm having a fun time. Once again, my name is Stuff, and I'll see you soon.